it's the Doll Circle, and we have more doll chats for you guys. Today our theme is Barbie.
Why she is numero uno.
And one of the biggest reasons, like Robin said, like why is she number one throughout the years? I mean, again, her sales aren't always number one.
More like, why is she still here?
Yeah, I mean, she's still around, she's still kicking, she's still thriving. I mean, we've done doll chats and talks and stuff like that about Barbie before, but particularly in this one we want to definitely talk about, and the main thing is, again, her consistent stay. And why? Is it just marketing? Is it like just because of her name? And I think a lot of it has to do with this because we're instilled, whether it's doll collecting or like kids, it's like Barbies. Kids, girls, Barbie's kids, right. Play with toys, Barbie, you know what I mean? Like it's like constantly in your face, and it's been throughout the years. I mean, 60, almost all. Is it going on 60 years? 58? Yeah, I mean, she's looking good for her age, you know? I mean, so obviously throughout this video, if you guys have comments and stuff like that, let us know. I mean, your opinions. And then at the end, I'm going to pan. This is one of my Barbie cases. I'm going to pan and show you some pictures and videos of some of the Barbies I have throughout the years, from Fashionista to Barbie's little sister Skipper and everything else.
And the reasons I think Barbie is like so iconic and why she remains like in existence is because, and I could be wrong, she is like one of the first fashion dolls, if not the very first. You know, when she came out, she was very new thing.
In an era where, like, you know, baby dolls and the, like, toddler 18-inch looking style porcelain dolls was pretty much, I mean, what girls had to play with.
Or, like, the rag cloth dolls.
Yeah, like, they never had, like, a doll that looked like a businesswoman, right. You know, like a fashion woman. So, I mean, that's one thing I feel like that's why it has stuck out for so long, because it is, like you said, one of the first ones.
And props to Mattel for, whether we like it or not, they have consistently been able to update her appearance throughout the years. Like, she doesn't look like she did in 1958. She doesn't look like she did in 1990 or 1960. She doesn't look like she did in 2000. Like, they consistently update her look. And,
whether we liked it or not.
Right, and like from, I would say, the 70s to now, there's something similar with the look, right? Like, they kept the same kind of face look. Does it make sense?
I know what you mean.
Right.
Like her bone structure.
Right.
Even though her eyes have completely changed over the years. I mean, they were big and small and this and that, you know, whatever. But I know what you mean, though. She has that, like, vibe, which, I mean, I don't know if you guys are on the same page as we are.
You can recognize that a Barbie, a fashionista, even a fashionista, who looks, you know, all kinds of different than Barbie.
You still know it's Barbie, though.
You know it's Barbie, and you know the 1958 version is Barbie, and you know that the one with the bright pink and the crimped blonde hair is Barbie, too.
I think a lot of it's also body shape. Like, obviously, there's been so much controversy over the years with Barbie's body shape, and she's changed a lot, but every time I see a Barbie, like, if, like, let's say we had a bunch of, like, bodies with no heads on them, I can still tell which one was a Barbie at one point in her life, you know?
And, honestly, like, Barbie kind of wins every doll falls under, this is a Barbie. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I know what you mean.
To the general public, everything's a Barbie.
Yeah. Oh, is it 12 inches and it looks like a fashion doll? It's Barbie. Yeah.
So that's, you know, her name is so iconic. Like, I mean, I'm sure you go
it's kind of like
anywhere in the world and be like, what is this? Barbie.
Yeah, it's kind of like, you know, like when you call like a Kleenex a tissue, you know, or a tissue a Kleenex. People say, like, oh, give me a Kleenex. Kleenex is a brand. A tissue is an actual, like, a square thing you eat over your nose. So it's kind of like, it's one of those things where it's like, it's become so iconic.
A Coke. There's a brand Coke,
yeah,
but any soda, oh, give me a Coke.
Yeah, so it's one of those things that's like, the brand has become so iconic,
that's
people establish it as what it is. Yeah, yeah, which is also, I mean, that's amazing.
So Barbie got in, and say what you will, there's something about getting that pink box Barbie.
Even though she's changed throughout the years and she's not as, like, super bubblegum pink as they were, like, in the, like, especially in the 80s and 90s, but we still have that pink color somewhere on the box.
Pink is iconic with Barbie.
You know?
When we went to Toy Fair, Barbie had half a room to herself, and all the presenters were in pink blazers, which I love, and I won one, and I wish I could stole one off them, but that's frowned upon, tackling people for their clothes.
I know, it's like, I want the blazer.
And then, you know what, like, Barbie, like, shirts that say Barbie. Maybe you don't collect dolls, but you probably would wear a shirt that said Barbie because Barbie's so iconic that it's not like Sailor Moon, where maybe, yeah, she's well known now, but, like, she's still not Barbie level, if you think about it. So, like, oh, who's that girl? But if I had Barbie, most people would be like, oh, Barbie.
Yeah, that's true. Whether they have kids or not, I feel like it's something that you've always seen. So, I mean, that's, I mean, honestly, that's a great thing to say. Like, that's why she is still around. Why she is still, you know, again, not in sales, number one, but, like, number one in a lot of,
like she's still there, and she still obviously sells enough to still be there. And, you know, we give criticism to other doll lines for pumping out so many lines and dolls in that line. That, how many times can I say line?
But it's one of those things you have to think Barbie's probably done it 10
right, but
like Barbie.
There is no like, I mean there is, but there isn't like, there's just all these Barbies that exist in the store right now. Like, you could go to any store, they have pretty much the whole side of the aisle Barbie. The most stores do. Toys R Us has like 2 aisles now again. Yay. Whereas, you know, Monster High went from a whole aisle to like a section, and you know, this decreases, but Barbie still had always the biggest aisle.
Yeah, and I know, going back to what you said about like the different like lines and stuff like that, it's like we do complain a lot like with Monster High Brats or whatever, that they have like, oh, they pumped out too many lines this year. Well, you gotta think though, Barbie's been pumping out lines like crazy.
Like, there's
and
20 lines at all times.
And they're not even like lines, they're just random, her in a karate outfit or her in like a random thing, and they still sell well because it's Barbie. It doesn't matter.
Or they have a line for whatever their movie is, and they have a line for their sisters. They have they have like black label line, pink label. They have different.
Oh, see, I love the high end. The collectibles are like my favorite. Though.
Those, I mean, only Barbie does well. Like the Monster High collectors, they try Draculaura, and then I mean, honestly, like each one in the collector's line doesn't seem as collector.
Yeah, which is sad because I love the collector's Draculaura.
Yeah, like I wish they.
But see, like, but Barbie though, again, is so iconic. She can do a collector's line that you can charge, you know, hundreds of dollars for one, and people will buy it.
Please.
Because again, she is Barbie.
She's Barbie, and I feel like that is their bread and butter. And
that's true.
Which it should be. That is what, you know, that's what pays the bills, honestly, I think. You know, that's why, like, you can put the effort into designing something so high end, because look at those Tokidoki Barbies. People will shell out $300 for that purple haired one.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, which I'm sad I didn't get, but
that's alright.
I was like, I need other things in life besides the $300 Barbie. But I mean, like, honestly, will we ever get tired of Barbie though? I mean, do you feel like you ever? I don't feel like I would, just because I loved her growing up. Like, if I hate to say it, like if I popped out now and was buying dolls, would I be attracted to Barbie?
Oh, that's a good question. Like,
I don't know.
Do younger kids who maybe got like Monster High, like 8-year-olds, 6-year-olds, I don't know what their target age is. I think 8 or 6. Did they pass over Barbie?
Yeah,
but they probably still know who Barbie is.
I never thought about that. They know what Barbie is, but like that's one thing now. It's like thinking, what would I be attracted to?
Who is buying these Barbies?
Yeah. I mean, are parents still buying them for their kids? Like, I mean, obviously, like, you viewers at home, if you guys are, like, you have kids, what would you lean towards buying for your kid? Whatever you played with? Or, like, I mean, like, again, Barbie's so iconic. Would you just buy her one because it's iconic? Like, that's kind of interesting to think.
I mean, I'm assuming, like, a little girl goes into the store and she picks out what she wants. What is she drawn to?
That's interesting. Yeah, like, now there's more options,
or a little boy,
maybe, doll-wise, you know? Because for us, like, I remember, like, Barbie was the huge aisle. There was, like, 3 other dolls, like, randomly everywhere. But it was Barbie. So it's, like, now there's too many options. I think that's obviously why Barbie has, like, suffered a little bit over the years, is that there are more options for kids, you know, to play with. But, I mean, that's kind of funny, though. It's, like, if I was growing up now, would I like her as much? I don't know.
Yeah, because, I mean, when we were kids, it really was Barbie and maybe, like,
because she was the iconic one.
Yeah, she was the fashion doll. And Jem was around, but, like, she wasn't in the...
Not the same.
Yeah, she was still a... I don't know the right word.
She was a doll and a toy because of the cartoon, and
False.
without, you know.
She was a cartoon because of the doll.
Well, you know what I mean. Yeah. But, like, they only made her because, like...
They were trying to make
it was pumping out the show for 3 years. It wasn't, like, a doll line, how, like, Barbie was. So it was kind of like one of those things where, like, Jem was her own thing, kind of.
True.
You know? People who liked the cartoon bought the toys and bought the toys because of the cartoon type of thing, and vice versa. But they weren't like, oh, it's Barbie, I'm buying a Barbie.
Yeah.
So that's kind of, I don't know. I don't know if I would like Barbie if I was growing up now, because I find her, like, not saying that she's boring now, but I don't find her as interesting as I did when I was
she's not
in the 80s and 90s,
same.
yeah.
But again, we don't have that, like, little kid mentality of, you know, like, maybe someone who grew up in the 70s, maybe they'd be like, oh, I don't like these new Barbies, like,
because they have too many colors or
or you know, whatever reason we don't like.
And now I don't like the new ones because I feel like their plastic is too thin.
Right, like, whatever reason, I mean, you could say, like, and then the kids growing up now may not like the next version of Barbie because it's not the same as when they were a kid.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
true.
look at me. Well,
let us know what you guys are thinking. Again, we threw a lot of random just Barbie stuff. We're just like ranting here about Barbies today. Also, some side news. I know you guys are probably have heard, if you guys keep up with our adult chats, we're thinking about doing some type of swap / meetup / group thing in Orlando. If you guys live close or would be not opposed to driving to the Orlando area, please comment below. I mean, we have a general concept idea of what we want to do, general location of where we want to put it. Obviously, it's all ages, but if you are under the age of 18, you need to have a parent or guardian with you. Let us know if you guys would even come. We're interested to know because we would like to do something / party, doll trade, get together, sell stuff, hang out thing.
Yes. That's what it's going to be called in the invitation.
Yes. Also, comment below what do you guys want to see with more doll chats. Thank you to all of our Instagram followers for giving ideas because throughout the past couple weeks I've been kind of paying attention if you guys comment on stuff.
And I've been personally asking people too.
Yeah, no, Robin was out there like literally surveying people. It was awesome.
What would you like?
Would you pay attention?
Comment below if when you see the footage of the Barbies, if there's anyone that strikes out that you'd want to do like a throwback review on or anything like that.
Yeah, because even though it's out of the box, we can still review and talk about it. I love talking about stuff.
There's
obviously.
a cute little Courtney here. Do you remember Courtney?
I know. She was one of my favorites.
The beautiful, beautiful.
Oh, and the Whitney doll, which
Whitney,
why did Whitney not stick around longer is sad for me too. Like.
And this girl in the back that I don't even know her name. I think she's a fashionista.
No, she was a made-to-move doll thing.
Oh, look at that. I don't even know.
Yeah.
All
Alright, so onwards to pictures set to music and videos set to music.